everyone, my name is Nicola. I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, it's wonderful to have you, and if you are returning, thank you for coming and spending some more time with me today. So today I'm going to do a stitch with me, and this will be one with a chat element. I am working on Daughter of the Deep, artwork by Josephine, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm stitching this 1/1 full cross on some 25 count even weave. So again, I'm going to try and make this video a little bit longer. So just like the last stitch with me, I'm going to go through the comments, the last chatty stitch with me I should say. I'm going to go through the comments, and if I do run out of comments, we'll just have some peaceful stitchy time at the end. I've done 205 stitches so far, so I'm going to see how far I can get. I've got an awful lot going on at home at the moment, so I am, if I do appear unfocused, you know, that's why. I've got some, I need some work doing to my house. I'm trying to get a builder, and there's some other bits and bobs going on in the background too. Everything's okay, it's just that, you know, there's stuff that needs doing. And as I'm sure that you guys can appreciate, you know, with working full time, doing my model stitching and everything else, it's kind of hard to fit stuff in. So I'm glad to be able to sit and do a stitch with me today. It's a bit of a welcome relief from the stresses of life. So there we go. So as I said, I have some wonderful comments from you guys to go through. I do say this every video, and I'm pretty sure that you almost get fed up of hearing it, but leaving a comment is super important for me. I like to go through them on these videos, and obviously as well, liking and commenting on the video helps with YouTube and gets me out to more stitches. You know, I sometimes wonder, did I do something wrong? Because I see people that start a floss tube, and on floss tube 1, you know, they've already, you know, got, you know, a lot more subscribers than I have already, you know. I suppose it's horses for courses, and, you know, you either like content, my content, or you don't. But, you know, I mean, I know we should never compare ourselves to others, but I hope I do content that pleases people, but there you go. So yeah, life's a little bit busy. I need a builder to come and look at my house. I've got some structural damage have appeared, so I should imagine that that will be very expensive, unless I can get a repair via insurance. I also want a new kitchen. I want a patio laying outside because it's currently got decking, and the decking needs to come up, and we need to have flagstones down. And there's a couple of other minor jobs, but trying to find a tradesperson to come and actually have a look is incredibly difficult. I was supposed to see a builder on Wednesday, and he messaged me at 3 o'clock, and he messaged me at 8:30 at night saying, "I'm really sorry I couldn't come, I had an emergency." Well, I'm not quite sure I believe that. I'm more inclined to think that he forgot or couldn't be bothered. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, and I said, "Well, can you come on Friday?" And at 6 o'clock this morning I had a message, "Well, no, I'm busy all day. I can come on Saturday." I sent a message straight back, and he still hasn't picked it up. So he's got until the end of the day really to get back to me, and if he doesn't, I shall just unsend the message and say, "You know what, that's fine, thanks for your time anyway, I'll find somebody else." Because to be fair, if they're not turning up in the first instance just for the look around and a quote, How can I be assured that they'll turn up with the job? You know, I had it last year with the plumber. I was constantly messed about for 3 weeks, and I got a small leak, which then gradually got worse, and I ended up having to call out an emergency plumber, which cost me twice as much. So, and, you know, money's tight. It's, you know, we're living in a cost of living crisis. You know, food is expensive, energy is expensive. You know, I'm doing everything I can to earn money. You know, I have my YouTube channel, I do overtime, I model stitch, and, you know, I'm literally every minute of every day, I'm doing something to earn money. You know, so that we can live. It's just, you know, that's enough about that. Otherwise, I'll just moan on all day, won't I? So, anyway, went to Slimming Club last night. Another £2 off, which I'm happy with. I realised when last week when I'd lost the 5 stone mark, I got to £70 lost. I was actually under £200 for the first time. I weigh under £200 for the first time in however many years, which was quite astonishing. So, but I was, you know, when you sort of add that up, I was, you know, £270, which is a lot of weight. There's no wonder that I needed to lose it, is there? There's no wonder that I was having some minor health difficulties, and, you know, 1 or 2 major ones as well. I mean, going upstairs was getting to be challenging. Just move the camera along a wee bit. And there we go. Oh, crikey. Come on. But I'm so glad I embarked on this weight loss journey, because I feel better, because I look better, because I'm just better. With the weight loss has come a confidence that I didn't have before. I went to the office yesterday and I wore a dress. I don't do dresses as a rule. I wore a dress at Christmas, but that was the last time I wore one. And I only wore it at Christmas because, well, Christmas, isn't it? So, yeah. Things are improving on so many levels, and I'm glad I took it on to make life better for myself. And hopefully it won't be too much longer as I get down to my goal. £36.5 to go, and I'm more determined than ever. So, yeah. Still waiting for the optician to call to tell me Lauren's glasses are ready. So she can start wearing them. They'll be ready when they're ready, though. That's just one of those things, isn't it? Can't rush them. Sooner they'll be right. Anyway, shall we have a look and see what's in the comments this week? I've got another nice lot of comments to share with you. And I will go right up to the first comment that I reach on the last Stitch With Me I published, which was Lord of the Rings stained glass. So first one is on my Leonid Afremov piece, which will be out on Sunday for my live. Stitch With Me I released an alternative, and Michelle L made quite a lovely comment. She says, "Thank you for posting today, Nicola. It's been a hard day in some ways, and your video has helped me unwind and focus on what really matters, what truly matters." I'm sorry to hear that your day was tough, and I do hope that things did improve, Michelle. It's I get that feeling sometimes myself. In fact, I had it yesterday. I had a really hard day at work yesterday. It was just one of those days where I didn't think I was getting anywhere. You know, like when you, rather than swimming the length, you're just treading water. Kind of felt a bit like that. So I get it. And I'm glad that having, you know, an hour or so of stitchy time with me helped to clear things up for you. That's Michelle. Thank you for your comment. Okay. So Linda Fabrizio, again on Night Cafe, says, "I have this one, but I've not started yet. So many projects to finish. And thank you for doing this video." I hear you on that one, Linda. I'm kind of both anxious and excited for next year, because I'll be bringing in probably a dozen more projects onto my rotation. So the excited stroke anxious thing I get. And there's so many projects to finish things, sorry, should I say, I get. I mean, I have how many projects? Nine current whips. So yeah, it's it is a case of so many projects, isn't it? And next year, when I do kick off my year of the gecko stitching and no new starts, it'll be no new starts for at least 2 years, I would say. Try and get again into single figures for whips. After asking about when I should start these whips, what I will do is probably in New Year I will do a whip parade and a start parade, and in the start parade I will then use a decision wheel as to in what order these new projects get started, and I shall do a new start probably every 2 weeks, I would say. in the new year and just add into my rotation like that. And then by sort of this, you know, sort of end of March 2025, I should then have a rotation set. Because these current whips that I've got, I will still carry on. It's just obviously I will do many other pieces in between. I've got this collection of Gecko Rouge kits. I need to get them started and get on with stitching them. Just quick mark off. So yeah, so many projects. I'll be saying that. Jane Murray also comments on this video and the Night Cafe video and says, I love the longer stitch with me's. Great job, thanks. Yeah, we normally have a thing in this house when Lauren leaves the school around sort of 7ish, because she's in the school in the next village over. She goes to meet a friend first, and then the school starts at 8:30, 20 past 8. And normally Andy leaves for work at around 7:30. But I say to him, on the days where I've got a stitch with me to do, especially one where there's a chat element, I say to him, okay, Lauren's gone to school, why don't you go to work early? And he's like, yep, I'm out the door. It's like a little dance, isn't it, that we play. So he goes off to work, and then that leaves me in peace. And I need to end. The latest I can be recording is about 9:15, because I start work at 9 o'clock. And it takes me about 15 minutes to set up my laptop, connect to the network, nip to the loo, make a cup of coffee, that kind of thing, and be ready to start work for 9. And then when Andy comes in, he just collects my phone off me and processes the video, which is fabulous. So we've got this nice little routine going. So these longer stitch with me's, whenever I can bundle him out the door early, you know, we are looking at an hour 15 to an hour 30, depending on what time he leaves. So, and that is my plan going forward. You know, I mean, obviously if I had a little stitchy room of my own, where I could shut myself away, I could do videos whenever I wanted. But unfortunately I don't. And I stitch in my living room, which is a main area obviously in my house, and people coming past and to and fro all day long. So there's very little peace, because it's like my house is equivalent of being by the M1. I mean, I'm alone at the moment because Hannah's at Grandad's, Lauren's at school, and is at work. But for example, on a Monday, I've got Hannah home. And if it's half term, I've got Hannah and Lauren home. Anyway. She also says, Linda, on that video, that I can see that you're using a technique that's different to start and end your threads. Can you explain it? And I'm like, I did mention this in my floss tube, and when I get Night Cafe out on Sunday, I will do a video that explains how I start and end my threads on that piece. It's Mother's Day here on Sunday in the UK. I'm not doing any overtime because, you know, there are certain days that you don't do overtime, Mother's Day being one of them. So I plan on, let me just move the camera along again. Plan on stitching on Sunday, and I will indeed do a little start and end my threads video. Hopefully I'll publish it on the Sunday, but if not, it might be the Monday. Do I work from a master DMC storage, or do I kit up each project with their own threads? I have a master set. It is on the plastic floss cards. There are a couple of pieces of mine that are kitted up in their own right, one of which is Envy, the other one is Mary Princess. And I have Sailing Fairy that's kitted up, but that came as a kit. So, you know, naturally I've got, you know, that one kitted up. But I do have a master set on floss cards that I use and I top up every so often. I think there's about 24 floss cards which are full. Again, what I'll try and do is, when I do my start and ending my threads video, I'll also try and do one, if I get the time, I may not, about my master set too. So I created the master set about a year or so ago. I kitted up a stitching shelf on these floss cards, and then I just thought to myself, why don't I just kit a master set on these floss cards? So I changed it. For me, it works really well. I quite like having them on the cards. For some people it might not, and that's fine. You know, some of you might look at it and think, nah, I wouldn't want to do that. And that's fine. But for me, it works. I have still got quite a lot of cones, the thread cones. I've got over 400 of them. So I'm not running short of floss. Yeah, I should just keep on trucking as I am. But yeah, I will aim to pop those in a video so that you can see. Okay. Geo. Hi, Geo. I've been following your progress on Instagram, which has been wonderful, on your new project, on your Amy Stewart. So Geo says, hello Nicola, hope all is well. I've been out of the loop for quite a while, unable to follow Chatty Stitch with me at the moment due to concentration problems, so we'll catch up on those later. I'm sorry to hear that, but I do understand, you know, some people do, some people don't, some people can concentrate on the chat, some people can't. Personally, I like a Chatty Stitch with me, but there we go. Thank you, as always, for your content and sharing your stitching with us. And she says, of Night Cafe, this is one of my favourite pieces of yours. It's lovely. Thank you, Gio. Okay, what am I doing here? Quick mark off. Okay. Love Nana 21 says, hi Nicola, I'm happy to see you on my live stream. Hi Love Nana. I'm happy to see you too. It's lovely to have so many people join me on the live streams. We get about 40 people. And I just love, you know, interacting in the chat. And sometimes we have a bit of a giggle. Yeah, the hour or so on a Sunday night, hour and a half on a Sunday night is a real nice way to round off the week. Three more stitches and then I'm changing colour to another blue. This piece has a lot of blue in it. Let's see what this one is. 3844. Okay, Clara commented on live stream number 8. If you remember that live stream, we were talking about chocolate, Freddos and Girl Scout cookies. So Clara watched on Catch Up and says, what fun you all had with the Freddos and Girl Scout cookies. Yep. I was having a great time trying to win some eBay bids, and I won 3 of them, all cross-stitch kits by different designers. Woohoo! Love an eBay bargain, Clara. Love that you stitched the cockatoo's head, neck and part of the body, so cute. That was on My Princess. Keep releasing your stress with stitching. It's what gets us through the rough times. Absolutely agree. Take care and thoroughly enjoyed all the chit-chats. Have a wonderful new week working from the comfort of your own home. Because I did work from home for the entirety of the week following live stream number 8. So I could fit in some overtime. So Okay. Brendan Murphy, again on live stream 8, says, "Hi Nicola, can't get chat to work during your live stream, but still the live, even though I can't join in." Or I'm presuming still watching the live. They are so enjoyable. Thank you for that, Brenda. I'm really sorry that you're not able to join in on chat. I can't understand why that would be. As far as I was aware, that as long as you're a subscriber to the channel, which I'm presuming you are, you should be able to join in. You have a YouTube name, so I don't know, it's very odd. But I'm glad that you're enjoying the streams, and yeah, just pop comments on the stream, and you know, of course, you know, I may not see them during the stream, but I will, of course, respond to them in these Stitch With Me's. So on live stream 8, I believe I was stitching my princess on that one. User letters and numbers. Not going to read them all out. Says, "You're doing so well on this chart. The colours are so vibrant too." Yeah, they certainly are. "I have this chart downloaded too. I might have to stitch it now. Have a good stitchy week." Yeah, you know you want to. My Princess is such a gorgeous piece. I'm so glad I started it. It was Gidge, Creativity by Gidge, who got me started on it. It was still on the Haid website at the time, and I'd hummed and hard and hummed and hard and hummed and hard about whether to do it. And she'd started it, and the colours were just lovely in it, and I was like, I have to start it. I have to start it. So I did. Okay. So on flush tube number 9, the one with the box of Freddos, which is still full. Sharon Marie says, "I hope Freddo is the only frog at your house." Me too. Me too. Nice progress. My Princess is looking amazing. Yep, it certainly is. I'm super happy with how My Princess is going, and that it isn't going to be long, and it's going to be a finish. I think there's about 50,000 stitches to go or something. Although I haven't been able to pick it up much this week because I have the model stitches. You know, there's only so many hours in a day, and you know, even though the model stitching is paid work, I'm still prioritising doing some of my work because it's my work and I want to do it. And my work was here before the model stitching. If I get a deadline for the model stitching, then yeah, I'll drop everything and work on it. But no deadline yet. My plan is to do my rotation amount on this piece today rather than split it over today and tomorrow. So then tomorrow, with it being a Saturday, I can just dedicate the day to my model stitch. Come on. No, that's wrong. Tomorrow I have a couple of plans. I've got some bits I need to do. If this builder answers me, of course, he'll be coming as well. I'm so sorry if you can hear my stomach growling. But other than that, I've got the whole day. I need to pop out in the morning and just get some last minute bits for Andy's birthday. That is next Thursday. We've already got him a cake, candles. For a birthday gift, he's had a new computer, which was actually very reasonable, I have to say. It was cheaper than the Chromebook that I bought. And it's an actual Windows 11 laptop. What else? So yeah, I've got to finish off his birthday present, get him a birthday card and some other odds and ends. Because, you know, 40. And I'm sure Hannah will insist on certain bits, certain accoutrements for him. Because, you know, Andy's been Hannah's stepdad for the last, you know, nearly 11 years. And Hannah, you know, looks up to him. Considering that when me and my ex-husband were still married, Hannah was very much a daddy's girl. After mine and my ex-husband's separation, their relationship collapsed. And Hannah didn't want to know her dad. Not because of this breakdown of the marriage, but because of how my ex-husband conducts himself now. It's not something that she understands, but that's again is another story. So Hannah will want to make every fuss possible of Andy, because she appreciates him as a stepdad, and stop short of telling him that she loves him. But, you know, she is a big supporter of his. She and him have a lovely relationship. They are the best of friends. So I should be doing that with her, finalising Andy's birthday bits. And the rest of the day is mine to model stitch away. And I want to get some serious progress done. Leslie Duncan says, well, I can't believe I was eating Freddo when you pulled one out. Love all your full coverage. The blues in Sailing Fairy are lovely. They certainly are. The blues in this one are quite stunning as well. Although these seem to be slightly more muted, I think, than the Sailing Fairy ones. Sailing Fairy does seem to be a very bright and vibrant chart. I think the brightness in this one will come when I'm actually stitching the figure. Talking about Freddos, Stomach's growling. What's that? Thank you. Most annoying when your thread starts misbehaving, isn't it? Okay, Michelle L says, I'm so happy that you have your chocolate stash. Me too. Makes me feel very secure and comfortable, knowing that if all else fails, I've got chocolate on standby. Rosemary Webber said, I laughed out loud when I saw how many Freddos you have. There's more. There's more. That box is going towards full. It's Hannah's fault. She keeps buying them me. It's almost become an in-joke now. Sharon Fennell says, I'm moving in to babysit the Freddos. Indeed. Come on over, Sharon. You can babysit. Leslie Maud says, great video, Nicola. Thank you on Night Cafe. Sorry to hear you've had some health issues, but pleased you're now on the mend. Yep. I am back in 100% full working order. The only thing that's bothering me lately is I've got some hip pain, which I'm considering making a doctor's appointment about, because it was intermittent, but now it seems to be there constantly. And after a while of walking, my hips really do hurt, particularly my left one. And I don't know what I did. It has been suggested it could be a consequence of losing weight, because my legs have to learn how to support my upper body now that the centre of gravity has shifted. But it's very painful and at times. And you know, I go to bed, and normally I would sort of stay in one position all night long, or I used to do, but now I'm like a rotisserie chicken and have to keep moving every 10 minutes. You know, so nights are quite disturbed because I'm awake and in pain. So I think I might just make an appointment for the doctor. Okay. Andrea Andrea. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the second portion of your name because I will make a mess of it. Comments on FlossTube 9, again the one with the Freddos. I hate to see a needle in your mouth, it's dangerous. It's very rare that I would put a needle in my mouth, and I would, you know, hence me taking it out quite quickly. It's not a habit that is a regular thing with me. It was kind of just instinct on that day, but I will endeavour not to do it again. Point taken. Absolutely, it is dangerous. I agree. You know, people have inhaled needles, and it's caused them some problems. So, yeah, point definitely taken, and have a needle minder on standby in front of me when I'm filming a floss tube, in case I do come across a needle that I need to move out of the way. Esther Oval says, hi Nicola. Hi Esther. Even those comments help, so, you know, even if you just want to say hi, please do. Okay, I will be stitching. Great name. Says, wonderful progress, enjoyed and happy to help you with the algorithm. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I think, I mean, Andy as a content creator and I as a content creator, we both, you know, do our best in one way or another to get our channels out there. Andy promotes his videos for villagers in those local village and local area Facebook groups, whereas I, you know, just simply rely on you guys. Andy does a live video once a fortnight, or, you know, one every 2 weeks for everybody. And, you know, I think, you know, it wasn't long ago, I think he broke like 20 people or something. His lives are less attended than mine, but mine is much more specialised and his live streams are more generalised. You know, some of Andy's videos get really good viewership, some of them get terrible. I mean, obviously we all know about the video that won me a Gecko Rouge kit. He needs another one of those, really. Some of my videos are more watched than others. It's just the way it goes. But helping us, I know, I'm saying it again, but helping us with the likes and stuff, it does make a difference. You know, I mean, getting that extra person on board as a subscriber, as a live stream participant, as a commenter, it's like it has a mushroom effect. I try and do it, you know, with the people that I follow. I don't make a lot of comments, but I will. And, you know, occasionally I've mentioned some of the people that I follow as well. So if you're watching this and you're a content creator of your own, let me know and we'll do a reciprocal shout out. I'll shout out for you, you shout out for me. I had a shout out from Red Floss Stitcher, David, who joins my live streams. He's joined the last couple. So if you're watching this and you haven't found his channel, Red Floss Stitcher, do go and find him and show him some support. He does sampler stitching, some long dogs, some alfoist embroidery, and some full coverage as well. And, you know, David's work is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I follow him on Instagram as well. Can't get words out today. So he does have an Instagram. But yeah, shout outs are another way of helping people move forward. Sarah as well, who is Stitching Jet, has also given me a couple of shout outs and, you know, mentions in her videos. Thank you for that, Sarah. And again, if you haven't seen Sarah's channel, do pop along and take a look. I will, if I remember, when I upload this video, I will tag these two in the comments. I think what we ought to do is have a, maybe start a movement of shout-outs. You know, have a, you know, maybe I could do like shout-outs on these Chatty Stitch with me's and do 2. Because obviously today I've done David and Sarah. Maybe we could do that, and maybe that they could, you know, do a shout out themselves of a couple of people and tag them in video descriptions. I know Sarah already has, but then sort of spread the word, and you know, it might be quite nice. Okay. Mal, hi Mal, in Los Angeles, on my Lord of the Rings Stitch with Me. Hi Nicola, another lovely video. I'm wondering if you have, I'm curious as to if you have any tips and tricks for stitching on even weave stroke linen. I'm just starting to adventure out of Ada, and despite watching many YouTubes, I'm still having trouble with my stitches sliding stroke scrunching up. Your stitches look so consistent and lovely. I do have some tips. A video is in the planning for that. Maybe I can do that on Sunday as well. Add it to the list, eh? In fact, I ought to write this down. So, right, videos. Get my piece of paper out. So what did we say? We said starting and ending on Night Cafe. We've said master set, and then even weave tips and tricks. Cool. Written them down. I can't fail to do them now, can I? And if I do fail to do them, I'm a very naughty floss tuber. So I think one of the things that I do tend to do, as you can see with even weave, is, well, you can't see the underneath, is that I'm using my underneath hand to sort of guide the thread through and to keep it absolutely straight at a right angle to the fabric, which helps the stitches lay as well. And you can see what I'm doing at the top here with pulling the thread and keeping it nice until it goes down and through. I'm doing the same at the bottom the other way. But yeah, we'll do a video on it, Mal. No problem at all. Hopefully this weekend for release during the week. Depending on that naughty builder, eh? Because I could do that with my princess and get a few more stitches in on her. Woohoo! Okay. Mrs. Miggins makes a very good point on the Roma Middle-earth Stitch with Me, and says, don't forget, if you have a disappointing week at Slimming World, get the tape measure out. Absolutely. You're spot on there, Mrs. Miggins. Now, a few weeks ago, beginning of January, Lauren went out shopping and she came home with a beautiful wool mix coat. And I said to her, oh, where did you get that from? And she told me, and I said, oh, and how much was it? And she told me, and she says, they have them in your size too, Mum. I went, oh, do they? So I sent her down to pick it up, and I asked her for a size 16, which I know in this particular shop I cut small. And she's brought it back, and I tried it on, and it fit lovely across the back and the shoulders, and it has 2 buttons at the waist. Could I fasten them buttons up? I couldn't even get them near. There was about 3 inches between the 2 sides of the coat. I couldn't get it fastened. I tried it on this week, having lost probably a stone or more since then, and now the sides meet, but I can't fasten the buttons. So I know I've lost probably, oh, my stomach growling. I've probably lost another good 3 inches from my waist, which is fab. And I am pretty sure that given another month, it'll make a nice spring coat for me when the weather starts to warm up a little bit. Okay. So, Rosemary also comments on the Lord of the Rings, no, Realm of Middle Earth. An instructor at Weight Watchers told us, if you don't think that £1 is much to have lost, then take a look at a pound of ground beef. That is how much fat you've lost in volume, which creates a whole new perspective. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I was talking to Andy about the fact that I've now lost sort of 70 pounds when I got to my 5 stone off. And I was like, if you can imagine filling a rucksack, you know, with 70 pounds of weight and carrying that around. I was walking, you know, 6 months ago, I was walking around with that on my back permanently. I couldn't take it off, which is shocking, really. When you think about how much 70 pounds is, 70 pounds would be very difficult to pick up and carry. Wouldn't be easy, would it? 5 stone. So, you know, I mean, by the time I finish my weight loss, I will have lost, I think it's 108.5 pounds is my total weight loss goal, which is essentially a person. A small person, but a person. So it'll be almost 8 stone that I lose. MVC, enjoyed your stitch with me. Enjoyed stitching with you tonight. Plan to stitch with your most recent ASMR, but my eyes are getting tired. Have a good night. Absolutely understandable, and I don't know about you, MVC, but sometimes ASMR videos do make me nod off. I find them too relaxing, if there is such a thing. You know, it's the kind of thing that I could just watch and then drift off happily to sleep. Okay. 721. I think it's Patty. I could be wrong. 71 Irish said, the Freddos are hysterical. Enjoy your 1 Freddo a day, and thank you for the updates. Beautiful projects. Thank you for that. I've got, I think I've said this before, I've got a lovely mix of projects on the go. I never get bored with my stitching, which is great. It'd be nice to be able to, I've said it before, stitch for a living, but even with the model stitching, it's not guaranteed. So we're going to hire me for £12 an hour, or whatever it is. That's national minimum these days. £13 an hour? I don't know. I'd have to look it up. So we're going to hire me and, you know, pay me what I get now with the opportunity of overtime. I'm there. Okay. Florica, hi Nicola, enjoy watching video. I'm always looking forward to your video. I do cross stitch together with you. See you next time. Thank you, Florica. And it's lovely that you are cross stitching with me. I hope you're doing it today. And it's always nice to hear what you're working on. So, you know, if you are inclined, when you're dropping a comment down below, please let me know what you're working on. You can only enable me. Cross stitching sends me a needle and a like a chef's kiss. It's fabulous. Lynette Meller, hi Lynette. Hi Nicola. Wonderful to spend time with you again. Your piece is looking fabulous. I lost 0.4 kilogram this week and I'm quite chuffed. Fantastic, well done Lynette. I've been in my weight loss group for too many years to count, and although I was doing really great at the beginning, I sort of lost my way somewhere. I've been watching some motivational videos of late, so maybe I can get back on track. It's never too late. Too true. Very true, that. Anyway, thank you for all you do with your channel. All the very best from Lynn in Australia. Thank you, Lynn. And well done on the weight loss. Sometimes it is hard. I have times where I have cravings. I've had a craving for pizza this week. But it's worthwhile when you get to that goal, isn't it? And you get the benefits of better fitting clothes, better health. And, you know, those are sort of real motivations for me. Wanting to be here for a long time. Because, I mean, let's be honest, you know, when I was sort of, you know, at my height, it was starting to get to the point that my obesity was could have affected my, you know, lifespan. And of course, you know, with obesity comes the risk of other illnesses, thyroid problems, certain types of cancer, mobility issues, diabetes, high cholesterol, all of these factors that I've now reduced the risk of. And I would assume that that is the same for you too. So yeah, great stuff. Way to go, Lynette. Okay. Sharon says, a great stitching on the Realm of Middle Earth. Says, can we get Andy to recreate the advert live on screen and see him freewheel down the hill? This was, we were talking about Andy taking a trip to the village where the Hovis bread advert was filmed here in the UK many years ago. And the advert was a little baker boy pushing his bike up the hill, delivering the bread. And then when he got to the top of the hill, freewheeling his way back down. I'm not sure if Andy would have gone for freewheeling. Unfortunately, he was chucking it down as well the day that he filmed in Shaftesbury. It was raining heavens hard, so I don't think he would have been too keen on that idea. But you know, I'll be stitching. Also comments on the Realm of Middle Earth map, says coming along nicely. Yep, definitely. Okay. So MVC on Stephanie Poyman Law's She Sleeps Stitch With Me says, I enjoyed stitching with you tonight. Thank you. I have a question which you may have answered before. Even if I answered it before, I am happy to answer again. I did see your video where you were refilling your thread cards from your cones. Do you work from one master set for all your projects, or do you have separate sets? If from one master set, it will be interesting to see how you place them to have them easily accessible, even with the large number of threads you use in your projects. Right. So My Princess, Sailing Fairy and Envy are all kitted separately. The rest of the projects, I have the master set and I have them in a little tub at the side of me. What I will do is this weekend, I've got it on my list now. Let's show you guys what my master set looks like and how I use it. So, yeah, don't worry, MVC, there will be a video coming your way, hopefully soon. Okay. On live stream number 9, Sharon says, pleased I could catch up on your live. I missed my Sunday night stitching with you. Stitching Shelf looks great. Yeah, I am loving Stitching Shelf at the moment. There's a Stitching Shelf group on Facebook, and I see a few people posting in there and their progress and stuff. And some are doing the regular size, some are doing the super size, and so on. Some are doing regular colours, some are doing max colours. But they all look so beautiful. The colour palette for it is just so lovely. Yeah, if given the choice, I would, you know, stitch every piece with a really, really vibrant palette like that. But of course, it doesn't work for every piece that I'm stitching. So each piece has their own individual charm anyway. Okay, so Rosemary says, can I get the link for David's channel, which I have popped on for her. And I will leave a link to David's channel in the description box below. I've posted a floss tube number 10, and this was on Tuesday, 1st one of March. And Rosemary also says on there, congratulations to Hannah. Her butterfly is just stunning. Can't wait to see what she will make next. On my floss tube, I did feature Hannah's diamond painting at her request. She brought it down and she said, here you go, Mum. You can show the people my diamond painting. I said, okay. I think she's now completed it, because there was a little corner that was still outstanding. And she's also got a couple more diamond paintings of dogs. So when we get some progress on them, you can see those too. Because she's already said. MVC says Hannah's butterfly is so beautiful. Yeah. I'm sure it was a joy for her working with those fabulous colours. It certainly was. Hannah really enjoyed working on it. She didn't work on it every day or even every week. Sometimes a couple of weeks went by before she picked it up. But she thoroughly enjoyed making it. (721) Irish, Peggy. Thank you, Nicola. Great progress on those projects. Hope Andy has a great birthday. So do I. We have got loads planned. My son turned that chapter in December, but being so close to holidays, we celebrated it at Christmas. When he was younger, we always celebrated his half birthday and went to Disneyland. So now you know I'm from Southern California. Thank you, Peggy. So, yeah. we are definitely planning some bits and bobs for Andy. Sandy, hi Sandy, says, hello Nicola, a busy week, commissioned stitches and still got good progress. Hannah's butterfly is simply gorgeous. Congratulations Hannah, and well done. Great live as always on Sunday. I do so look forward to them. Thank you for sharing, take care and happy stitching. Thank you Sandy. It's always lovely to see you in the live as well. I know that you're one of my sort of core, as it were, that's been there since the beginning. I don't think you've missed a live yet, have you? It's fantastic. Linda, love to stitch. You're making fantastic programs. Dear oh dear, progress on your whips. Love them all. Love Hannah's diamond painting. Thank you, Linda. And then Norma. Where am I? Oh, there. Yeah. Says, Hannah's butterfly is gorgeous. She did a beautiful job. I checked on Amazon for a sealer, and they carry one from a company called Jolly Decor Store, which might work well for her. Thank you. You must have been very happy to meet up the stitches on She Sleeps. I know I'm always a bit anxious when working on any border, since there have been a few times that things just don't meet up. Yes, I was very relieved that they met up, because it could have gone so wrong, couldn't it? But yeah, it was nice that, you know, I'd managed to calculate everything correctly and work everything correctly. Excuse me. Having the gridded fabric and pattern keeper helped enormously, but I hadn't missed out a big chunk. And yes, it did meet up beautifully. I've had problems in the past when stitching something with a border, and had to frog no end of times because the borders just haven't met. And it's so frustrating because you count and you count and you count again, and still you've got that trouble with making them meet. But it is what it is, eh? And then she says, wonderful progress. Thank you, Norma. Hope to see you soon. Sharon says, wow, Hannah's butterfly is wonderful. Sure is. She deserves to be very proud of herself, hoping to join the live on Sunday. Be great to see you, Sharon. Esther says on my floss tube, thank you for sharing. You're very welcome. It's my absolute pleasure. And then Jane Murray says, great job to both of you. They make many different kinds of sealers. I'm not sure what's available in the UK, but I use Minwax water-based polyacrylic protective finish in clear gloss. Thank you for that. All of these suggestions I will be taking to Hannah, and then she can decide what she does in regards to sealing a diamond painting. And then further to that, Sally Ann Cole comments that Mod Podge from Amazon is best. You can get cheaper ones, but that's what I use. It certainly is beautiful, and you wouldn't want to lose any of the diamonds. Nope, absolutely not. And then she says, your stitching is wonderful as always. Thank you, Sally. So Clara comes on a couple of days ago for my floss tube and says, "Love to see," blah, 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 blah. Start that again. "Lovely to see you again. I really love Realm of Middle Earth and of course the stitching shelf. I hope to stitch on both of those at some point in my rotation. Been busy here too. Mother-in-law in hospital and now she's home with us. So I play nurse off and on during the day, not stitching as much. Oh well, that's life. Hope to see you next time. Take care with the overtime." I hope your mum-in-law is on the mend, Clara. There's nothing worse than having to be in hospital and then a period of recuperation. So I send all my thoughts and good wishes that she progresses and is back to herself soonest. Then on my ASMR on She Sleeps, Official Mermaid's Cove. Compared to my full coverage projects, it looks like you're zooming through yours. Happy stitching. Thank you. I think my zooming through is a combination of two-handed stitching, working from home, being an early riser and all of that good stuff. Stitching through my lunch break, that kind of thing. Stitching's therapy for me, very much. And then she comments on my live stream to say, "Wow, it amazes how much progress you've got in on this one." Yeah, the stitching shelf is just awesome. It really is. And because of where it sits, where it's kept, I pass it every day. Every time I go upstairs, it's there. And I get to look at the colours every time I pass it. And then her last comment is, "Wow, I love the colours in that butterfly." That is all of my comments. I am actually up to date. I thought I had a comment on my last video, which was the Stitch With Me Lord of the Rings stained glass, but it appears that I don't. My bad. But there we go. Never mind. A nice, lovely, lovely lot of comments. I have still got a Gecko Rouge kit that I'm waiting for. One, two, three, four. So I'm hoping that that'll arrive fairly soon, because then we can unbox that together. No other stash plans at the moment, although I don't think it'll be too much longer before my annual Gold Club voucher comes through. For the first time that I've had one, and I can't wait. Woohoo! Sounds like the children are going into school on the next road over. I can hear little kiddies passing. It's quiet from next door as well today so far. Little boy had a recorder or something the other day, and he was just tooting it constantly for about 3 hours. Mum didn't say a word to him apart from, I heard her clearly say, yes, you can have it, but not near me, which was nice. So I'm sat in the kitchen working away, our dining room working away, and all I can hear is this toot, 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 toot. Oh my goodness, it was like Chinese water torture. It really was. I'm glad my girls are not noisy. I don't really like noise. But I think that's because I have a bit of a hearing issue. I have tinnitus, and I can literally hear it ringing in my ears all the time. And I don't know whether it's because of that, but when it's noisy, I just can't, my brain can't cope with it. I don't know whether it's because of the tinnitus or what. But I do like peace and quiet. That's why I get up early to stitch, because I can do it in peace. The road that I live on has periods where it gets very noisy. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you will all remember the chaos of last year, and the neighbour, and the trouble, and the police, and windows being smashed, and all the rest of it. Well, since she's gone, life is quietened down somewhat, but it seems to be that on this road we suffer with, just lately, with noisy traffic. Which is a bit, you know, it's a residential suburban street, you know, and it shouldn't have that kind of noise, you know. It's possibly connected, I mean, some of it's connected with the school, which is around the corner, but, you know, in an evening, it's like drag races up and down. It's, you know, we can have times when you just hear this incredibly loud vehicle pass, and you're just sort of, what the heck is going on? But then other times, like during the summer holidays, you know, when the kids are all off school, it's quiet. You can hear a pin drop. It's very strange. I've said to Andy, if we move from here, which I'd like to, will have a detached house on a cul-de-sac, so no passing traffic or anything like that. It's a pipe dream though at the moment. There's a bit of water to go under the bridge before I get to that stage. Bit of saving up to do. Hence the overtime. Quite a satisfying stitch this morning. Done quite a lot. I think we can afford a couple more minutes. And what I will say while I carry on stitching away is my usual reminders. 3 videos coming up on the screen in a moment. If you've not taken a look, please do go and take a few minutes to do so. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. My schedule is floss tubes on a Tuesday, stitch with me's on Wednesdays and Fridays, and a live stream on a Sunday, 7:30 p.m. UK time. If you can join me for any one or all of those videos, that'd be fantastic. And as I said, leaving a thumbs up, adding a comment helps me out enormously. My channel is supported by your views, and for your viewership I am truly grateful. So yeah, I thank each and every one of you for watching these videos. It's truly, you know, fantastic to read your comments about how you were enjoying the content. So I have a bit of a work schedule set out for me now with a few videos to do, 3 extra ones, and I will endeavour to start on those this weekend. So yeah, all that's really left for me to say is to wish you all a very good day. Do take care. Thank you very much for watching, and happy stitching. I will just go back up to the top of this row, and then I'll have a little tot up of how many I've done today. I've done quite a lot. Even with reading out those comments, I've done quite a lot. It's been nice. Okay, let's see how many stitches I've done. So I started off today doing 205. I'll just do one more because I'm superstitious. And I've now done 619, which is 414 stitches. I'm a bit superstitious. So yeah, 414 stitches done. And a lovely stitchy session. So let's show you what this piece looks like in all. Oh, doesn't that look great? We've got quite a lot of filling in done here. Doesn't that look great? Oh, those colours gorgeous. Thank you so much to Clara who bought me this piece. Anyway, time is running away with me. I have got 10 minutes to get ready for work. So thank you all very much indeed for watching. Take care, happy stitching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now, everybody.